How about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills? Big Monday Night Football victory. Very fun to watch. Let's just get into it. The play you see on your screen, this is going to be, well, it's supposed to be a cover 2 zone. This is a play I'm sure plenty of people are wondering exactly what went wrong for San Francisco. This was the touchdown that put Buffalo up by 17 with about 9 minutes left in the game. It appears as though it's a cover 2 zone. The reason why I'm saying I think it's cover 2 is because there's going to be a clear miscommunication here. Watch how when Brown starts to run his route, Richard Sherman, he's passing Brown off. So he's expecting this to be cover 2, which would mean that he has safety help behind him. But you look at the safety, he's in the middle of the field acting as though it's cover 3 and he's supposed to cover the middle of the field. I do believe this is cover 2. I mean, you look at the other safety, he's playing it as though it is cover 2 as well. So I think this is cover 2. I think this was just a blown play by the safety. Sherman, I don't think it was Sherman's fault on this play, but I could be wrong. Sometimes these things are a little bit difficult to tell because, you know, not everyone's doing the right thing here. But yeah, miscommunication by Sherman. Sherman could have noticed it as well. He could have realized something went wrong, but that's a tough play. It's hard to really blame him. You just got to get on the same page at the end of the day. Let's talk about this play. This play was awesome. It's a cover 2 zone, and you see the route concept that Buffalo is running. It's, well, again, nothing too fancy here. But what's really going to be interesting is that this play is going to go on for a while. So you notice just by looking at it, it's cover 2 zone. What really could happen is that one of the real ways it can work is there's one safety deep on to Allen's left, and there's 2 players running deep, so potentially one of them could get open. But when Allen takes the snap and looks in that direction, he notices, San Francisco notices this well, a defensive player is going to cover the other Buffalo player in the area, so now I've circled both of the 2 San Francisco safeties. What's interesting about the safety that's closest to the bottom of the screen is that he moved sort of out of position because he's covering up a tight end who would have been open had he not moved out of position. And this is where, especially against zone coverage, having extra time can be a real benefit for a quarterback. Because they play this aggressive zone, it now means that the bottom right-hand corner of the screen is going to end up being wide open, and a Buffalo player realizes that, and so he's going to run in that direction. The problem, of course, is that Allen is under pressure, so he's going to have to just bide some time so that way he can get enough time for his receiver to get open. But watch how he rolls outside the pocket. He's going to make this throw on the run. Very good throw, and it is able to be a big completion. That's what just having a quarterback who can scramble and get some extra time can do for you, is it can create plays like that and situations like that. I also like this play. It's nothing crazy, but it was good. It's going to be man coverage, and you see Buffalo has 3 players who are eligible receivers to Allen's right, and they're running 3 different routes. The route I really want you to take a look at is going to be Cole Beasley's route. That's the curl route that's going to just stop right in the end zone. Really, because Beasley's going to do a good job at sort of just stutter stepping, going slow, and then finishing his route. Watch how he starts and then is able to get into the end zone right here. And at this point, Sherman sort of saw several other Buffalo players in the area, and now he's in position where he's out of position. I mean, he's too far deep, and Beasley has an opportunity to make this grab and get into the end zone for a touchdown. And also, if you look at Josh Allen, he's into throwing motion right now. This is perfectly timed, really well ran by everyone involved. Because, you know, the 2 other Buffalo players who are running routes have to make sure they get their assigned men out of the area so there's not a clogged throwing lane for Allen. So this way Allen can make this throw. Everyone's doing their part here. Allen makes the throw, really good throw, got it there quickly and accurately so they were able to get the touchdown. Just a good play. They ran a couple RPOs, which I always find fun, and, you know, they're kind of the Philadelphia-style RPOs, which it's been done before Philadelphia, but Philadelphia is the first team that I really saw do it constantly, where you have a quarterback run an RPO, but really, the quarterback isn't supposed to run on that play. It is an option, but that's not really how they design it. It's really just hand it off to your halfback or make a throw to a receiver. Like on this one, it's zone coverage, and Allen is going to, you know, fake the handoff, and then he looks, and he has a receiver running a slant route over the middle. Allen takes the snap, and he looks at Fred Warner right there in the middle of the field. Fred Warner, great linebacker, and he's looking over there, and Warner takes one step in because it appears as though it's going to be a run. And, you know, it could be a run. Allen has that option. You notice the offensive line is run blocking. They have a double team getting set up to block a linebacker after that. That's an option they have. And if Fred Warner is too far to the top of the screen, so further away from Allen's left, then Allen just hands the ball off, and you basically have a player getting taken out of the play, and that's good in the running game. But since Warner is in position to stop the run, now all Allen has to do is throw it to a receiver running a quick slant route because there's going to be a throwing lane there. Allen pulls it back, makes a quick throw, and they're able to get a first down just like that. And I love those types of plays because as long as your quarterback can make split-second decisions, which Allen has done a pretty good job of this year, he occasionally screws up, but for the most part, he's done pretty good at these types of plays. They can be sort of can't-lose plays. I mean, it gives you a big advantage either way. One final play. Let's talk about this one. So I actually thought this was man at first. This is not. This is zone coverage. It's a cover 3 zone, and it's going to sort of be a pick play, but it's interesting because typically pick plays work way better against man coverage than against zone coverage. However, since there's only one receiver who's starting to Allen's left, that means that the cornerback who's covering him is probably going to just straight up cover him this whole play. So he'll follow him over the middle as that receiver runs over the middle, meaning that now Buffalo can simply send another receiver in motion, and he can kind of go underneath like that, and there will be nobody to cover the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Allen takes the snap, and if you look at this point, there is a safety who's trying to run over and get into this area because he was the guy in charge of covering sort of in the middle of the area to Allen's left. But he's not supposed to cover deep. He's just now realizing there's a guy open and he has to try and get into the play. But because of this pick, now he can't really get over there cleanly, making this work out really well for Buffalo. Allen is able to make this throw. It's a pretty easy throw, pretty easy touchdown for Buffalo. And, hey, that's how you scheme your way into a touchdown. Good play call for sure. And really, I mean, this was another good game for Buffalo. They were actually underdogs in this game, despite the fact that they had won 3 more games than San Francisco. The Vegas line closed with them as, I believe, 1-point underdogs. So pretty crazy. But yeah, they're able to pick up a win. They're able to win on Monday Night Football. Been a long time since they've done that. And they're still looking like they're one of the top teams in the AFC. And I mean, really, you have to give credit to Josh Allen. This is just a week after San Francisco completely shut down the Rams offense. Now Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills offense put up 30+. Allen has 4 touchdowns, no picks. There was one that got called back due to a penalty, but for the most part, definitely a really great performance from him. Over 370 yards. Just an incredible day. And he did this without too much of a running game. So yeah, I mean, if there was any doubt, it's over now. I think it's pretty clear. Josh Allen is legit. So yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know what you thought of this game. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.